Often we encounter intense debates about the most powerful animal. Is it the lion or the leopard, which we refer to as the tiger? And this is in a metaphorical way for some people, because there is a difference between the two. However, many overlook that in the realm of large felines, there's one creature that is entirely outside this comparison. This is an animal that no one, big or small, can escape from unless they have wings. Its formidable fangs can penetrate any flesh, skin, or bone, and the power of its bite can shatter the skull of its prey. It's worth noting that this creature is among the extremely rare species that have no natural predators. Welcome, I am Ahmed Mahmoud. But before we start, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell so that our videos reach you first as soon as they're released, from the red button below. The majority of animals, upon capturing their prey, retreat to a secluded and extreme location to enjoy their meal undisturbed, particularly if the animal is solitary rather than part of a large group. Take the cheetah, for instance. It's well known that its kills are often easily stolen, meaning it hunts and exerts significant effort only for another animal to swoop in, consume the meal, and depart with the spoils. However, the jaguar is a different story. If it were to settle in the heart of the jungle and begin to eat, there isn't a creature that would dare to venture near it or even dare to glance at it while it's eating. When I mentioned that the jaguar has no natural predators, you might have assumed it resides in a peaceful or vacant area, devoid of enemies. But in reality, there's no place in the entire world more perilous than the jaguar's habitat. The jaguar's dwelling is exclusive to the Americas, spanning from Mexico in the north to Argentina in the south. Among the 18 countries it resides in, Brazil is its primary habitat, accounting for half of the total jaguar population in both continents. The Amazon basin, notorious for its hazardous environment, is the densest region of jaguar population. This area is swarming with predators of all kinds, including snakes, piranhas, green anacondas, and most notably, the formidable black cayman. Resembling a crocodile on steroids, the black cayman has a skull that's heavier and wider than that of the Nile crocodile. Its size ranges from 2 to 5 meters in length, and its weight starts at 100 kilograms. The larger ones can easily exceed 1/4 of a ton, with some even reaching 1/2 a ton. Its diet is remarkably varied, including fish, birds, turtles, small and large mammals, among others. It's a dominant species in the Amazon, with no other animal daring to approach it. Thus, it's frequently spotted basking in the sun by the riverbank, undisturbed. Yet, there's one creature that doesn't conform to this norm. The jaguar fears no animal, and there's nothing it won't eat. There are times when you walk into a restaurant and the menu presents 30 or 40 options, you might feel overwhelmed or frustrated, wishing for just 2 or 3 choices to select from. Now, imagine a menu with over 85 different dishes. This seems fitting as we're discussing a nimbly and swift creature, a master of tree climbing and swift swimming, and adept at hunting in water. It's the most proficient swimmer among all large cats, though some researchers argue that the tiger surpasses it in swimming skills. This extensive menu turns everything moving around it into potential prey, whether on land, in trees, or in water. All is fair game. It's akin to us strolling through an open buffet. Meanwhile, as the black cayman, the ruler of the entire Amazon region, basks in the sun, the jaguar moves silently on the ground, swims soundlessly in the water, and stealthily approaches the cayman, pouncing and sinking its fangs into the cayman's neck and skull. Unlike most animals whose prey struggle and resist, the formidable black cayman becomes lifeless in just 2 seconds. And then the jaguar pulls its body, and sometimes does not pull it in the way of dragging on the ground. No, it can lift the entire body with its teeth. And to imagine the situation with me, imagine with me someone carrying a bag weighing 125 kilograms or 150 kilograms with his teeth. It's astonishing that the jaguar can carry its entire prey in its teeth, climb a tree, and leisurely enjoy its cayman meal from a high vantage point. It doesn't do this out of fear of other animals stealing its kill, but simply enjoys dining with a view. It's as if we're having lunch in a restaurant atop the Cairo Tower. All this, and we're talking about an animal weighing between 57 and 110 kilograms, sometimes slightly more. This is nowhere near the weight of lions, which can reach 190 kilograms, or tigers, which can weigh up to 300 kilograms. The jaguar's bite strength is extraordinary. It has the strongest jaw and bite among all large animals, with a bite strength double that of the tiger. While most large cats target the soft, easily penetrable necks of their prey, the jaguar can bite through bone with ease. It even has the ability to pierce a turtle's shell. We're not just talking about teeth here, we're talking about a drill. Like most large cats, the jaguar is a solitary hunter. Its primary hunting method is stealth, a skill it has honed to an extraordinary degree. It moves so silently that it doesn't make a sound, even when walking in shallow water or swimming with its entire body submerged in deeper water. On days when it doesn't feel like exerting itself with stealth, it prefers to stay put, hidden among the trees. As soon as another animal passes by, it pounces, immediately sinking its teeth into the animal's skull. It doesn't necessarily wait on the ground. Sometimes it waits in a tree and leaps onto its prey from above, much like Batman. However, this doesn't mean it spends its entire life sneaking around. Sometimes, it might chase after its prey at speeds reaching 80 kilometers per hour. Its stealthy nature makes sightings of it in the wild quite rare. It also tends to dominate large areas, with a single jaguar controlling a territory of up to 80 square kilometers. It marks its territory like other animals of its kind, scratching trees and leaving feces everywhere, sending a clear message: "This is my territory. Keep out." In its daily quest for food in the jungle, it can cover a distance of 10 kilometers, sometimes venturing near farms and preying on livestock. Despite its relatively small size compared to lions or tigers, it is the third largest wild cat in the world and the largest in its native Americas, where there are no native tigers or lions. Its body length, excluding the tail, ranges from 1.2 to 1.9 meters, and its tail alone averages 75 centimeters, making it the shortest among all large cats. The jaguar doesn't have a specific mating season. It can occur at any time throughout the year. This is the only time you might see two adult jaguars together. The gestation period lasts between 3 to 4 months, and the female typically gives birth to 2 to 4 cubs at a time. As is common among most animals, the mother raises and teaches the cubs hunting skills until they mature. During this period, the only threat the mother fears are male jaguars, who might kill the cubs to stimulate the female to mate again and have more cubs. But the female jaguar is not naive. She fiercely defends her young. Despite the jaguar's dominance over large areas and the absence of natural predators in its environment, its biggest threat is humans. Deforestation, wildfires, and poaching have significantly impacted the jaguar population, but it continues to persist and dominate any area it inhabits. If you've ever wondered about the meaning of the word jaguar, it's derived from an ancient language in South America and means the one who kills with one leap. It's a fitting name for such a formidable creature. That's it. We're done. Who made it this far? All of you who did are the best. Please give us a like before you leave so we can see how many made it to the end. And don't forget, if you have a suggestion for an episode, write it to us in the comments. See you. Have a good night. Bye.